I've been putting out a ton of videos on the letting go technique and how important it is to our health. But sometimes it feels impossible to get into that technique. Sometimes there's just things that happen in our lives that are so crazy we don't even know what to do. Whether we're going through a breakup or somebody passes away that's important to us, or a real close friend of ours is moving to another part of the country, whatever the event is that is causing us such emotional distress, there is things we can do to handle it so it doesn't become traumatic and some painful past memory that is weighing us down as we move from the present into the future. Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead, and in this video we're gonna talk about emotional crisis management. Now, there's some things that will happen in our lives that will leave us totally dysregulated. Episodes of extreme anxiety, panic attacks. Sometimes it's not even one event that sets us off, but a slew of day after day stressful things happening with our job or whatever that can leave us in a state of the sky falling upon us, and we don't even know how we're gonna continue on living the way that we are living. So there's three things that will naturally come up when we're in distress: repression, expression, and distraction. And if we had a three-way Venn diagram of those things, it will probably show the actions that we take habitually when these kinds of things happen. Some of us will likely go hit the bottle. Some of us will go out for a walk and call a friend because we need to get it out of us. Some of us will sit down in front of PlayStation and try to forget the whole thing happened. Or some of us will just go to bed, wake up the next day, and just try to white knuckle through it. Like I talked about in the last video, we're programmed from childhood to get through the day. We're programmed from childhood to not let our emotions prevent us from our responsibilities, from taking care of the things that we need to take care of. We're taught mind over matter. Well, you're tired, gotta go to school anyway. Oh, you feel sad and upset? Well, you got to go to church anyway, or you got to go to soccer practice, or you got to go to whatever obligation that needs to get fulfilled. So it's no secret to know that when we're totally dysregulated, lots of us have no idea what to do, even as adults. So now let's break down what to do when we're under serious emotional distress. So first off, we have to get through this period of total dysregulation. But we have to also be able to recognize what our natural habit is and what may not be healthy for us. Gonna have to be able to make the distinction between self-care and avoidance. And the big way to tell the difference is by knowing what our intentions are. If we're putting on a movie, or we're sitting down in front of video games, or we got a TV show marathon going, we need to have the intention of getting through this period in order to be able to properly manage our emotions and process what we're going through later on. Without having that intention of coming back to this, to be able to let go, we are just completely avoiding what it is we're going through. And that is pretty much just adding weight to the emotional baggage that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives. We have to be able to set the intention that we don't want to carry this distress with us for the rest of our lives. We want to be able to work through this. We really need to have compassion with ourselves that we're not having a good day. We're having bad days, and it's okay to have bad days. It's okay to be totally dysregulated and not know what to do. It's okay. But it's not okay to use this experience of what we're going through as an excuse to put us on an unhealthy path, on a path towards addiction or substance use, of avoidance, of distraction. So we have to stay aware of developing healthy ways to self-care through these days of total dysregulation. We can go out for walks, we can watch some TV, we can get some video games, but we have to be in the mindset of we will process this a little later on. Now, when I was first starting my breakup recovery, and you can see my whole healing journey on my channel in the Healing Journey playlist, but when I was first starting, it was bad. It was really bad. I didn't know what to do. I was totally dysregulated. I was having traumatic dreams. I didn't have a therapist. I felt totally isolated and all on my own. But as days went on, I kept the mindset that I didn't want this to put me on an unhealthy path. I wanted to deal with healing. I wanted to become a healthier version of myself as I was recovering from this breakup. And that's the power of intention. That's the power of setting an intention for yourself and waking up with it every day. Because as the months went on, I became more and more aware of what was going on with me, and I was able to divide and conquer the emotions that I was feeling and getting into that letting go technique. That's really the next step here, is to get positive, healthy self-care routines that will just get you over that hump into a state of mind where you want to overcome this. You want to come out of the other side a healthier version of you. And in order to do that, we move back into the letting go technique. We divide and conquer those past memories that we have to deal with. We have to take time, morning and night, think about that past moment of distress, that event, those prolonged, exposed, traumatic things that we were going through. We have to take those things and process them. And that is coming from us taking time to think and reflect on those thoughts, on those memories, on those experiences that are going to be the most troubling for us emotionally. Finding that emotion that's behind them and allowing ourselves to let it go. It's okay. We don't need to hold on to this any longer. That's honestly what I tell myself when I'm reflecting in the morning, at night, when I'm trying to work through these things that I haven't dealt with in the past. I'm conjuring them up. I'm getting to the root of that emotion, and I'm telling myself, it's okay that this happened. I'm learning from this. I'm growing from this. I'm appreciative that I'm able to become a wiser person, a healthier person after this happened. And we can even move into gratitude. We're grateful to have this period of emotional distress because we are coming out of it stronger. Because that's our ultimate goal, and that's the goal we need to have when it comes down to, again, what our intention is. Our goal is recovery. Our goal is to not carry this trauma forward and have it manifest itself in triggers and emotional unavailability, in, deeply rooted personality flaws. Our goal is to be able to let this go. So if you dig this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more stuff like this. Also, let me know in a comment below, what can you let go of? What is your intention? Set that intention right now. It's so powerful when you write it out and share it with the world. Also in the comments, you'll see the book on letting go that I finished, which is where a lot of my content is coming from right now. And in that comment, you'll be able to get a link for you to check this book out for yourself. Lastly, I'm gonna put right up here a video on the letting go technique where you can really get tangible on what to do in order to process these emotions. And up here in this corner is going to be the playlist on my healing journey where you can see start to finish how I've been handling my emotional crisis in the past 10 months. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay creative.